The reason why a lot of y'all don't get the same results as some clients is because many of you have situations that are very complicated. Many of you have situations that have energies and other spirits and ancestral forces and conditions surrounding your situation that require a lot more energy. And that's why when you see me post testimonials, you'll see a lot. Sometimes those testimonials be a month, maybe sometimes a year in the making. Those are not testimonials that are just like, just like that. Now, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I do post testimonials in which there are quick results, and I'll put in the description, quick turnaround or something like that to let you know this was a situation where, this person saw very fast results with what we were doing for them in the temple, and but a lot of the testimonials that I post up, those are testimonials that have been works that have been going on for a while. And one of the things that I noticed about those situations is that that client was not afraid to keep investing in their spiritual work by constantly working with the spirit and feeding the spirits on a regular basis in order to keep the energy working for them. Okay? Because what happens is this: the more that you have that spirit working for you and the harder that you make that spirit work, the more energy that it's going to need in order to be able to manifest what it is that you're trying to get them to do. So usually what I tell people to do now is that after 21 days of observing any type of spiritual work that we do for you, I ask them to, more so than booking a follow-up consultation, if you can simply message me and ask me like, yo, can you check and see if my work needs another sacrifice? And I'll let you know. I'll say, no, everything is good. The spirit doesn't want anything from you. Just continue to be patient and things are going to turn around. And then there are some cases in which the spirit will allow me to know that this individual has been doing things, the client has been doing things that has been getting in the way of the spirit. A lot of times that is arguing with the target, that is, just basically being standoffish. I mean, I've had clients that'd be like, yo, so and so called me and I ignored the call. And I'm like, why the fuck would you do that? If you're doing work for this person to contact you, why would you ignore the call? Like, take any calls from this person. And little things like that are why people get in the way of the spirit and why things take a longer period of time to manifest. So it's not the spiritual worker's responsibility to micromanage your behavior when it comes to your relationship. We're here to do the spiritual work to influence and promote a positive change in your relationship through prayers and through offerings and through sacrifices and working with the spirit. It is not our responsibility to take over your relationship for you and to actually teach you how to be in a relationship, because that would then make us a relationship coach. And we're not relationship coach. We're spiritualists who are communicating and being the intermediary between the spirit and you for the sake of helping you to facilitate the type of manifestation that you want in the physical world. And the way that we do that are through offerings and through sacrifices, through very powerful shrines that have been consecrated to very powerful forces that are able to influence you and your environment in such a way that it can bring about a positive change in your condition or your situation. So I tell people all the time that when they get spiritual work done, just because you get one spiritual work done does not necessarily mean that you may not need to feed that work again. Okay? Oftentimes, when I do work for myself, or I do work for family, or I do work for people that are close to me, a lot of times we have to go back and we have to give that spirit more energy. Let's say, for instance, an individual is undertaking a task that's going to require, or that has a lot of obstacles and challenges and things like that in front of them, and it continues to happen. I have a brother who has been battling a court case for 20 years, and he works with the spirit every single day, and he's been going to the spirits and giving offerings and sacrifices and things of that nature for years in order to be able to get the outcome that he is trying to get in this particular court case. And he hasn't given up, and he's very close to victory. And but what I've noticed is that, just doing one work and saying, "Oh, make me victorious in this particular situation," or what have you, is not just going to make it happen where he's going to complete the whole case, especially when he got a whole conglomerate of individuals who are working against him on a daily basis to try and stop him from getting what it is that he's getting. He's going to need to put a lot of energy behind that. And a lot of you all's relationships are the same way. If you got multiple women clinging on to a guy, and they may be out there getting spiritual work done, and and this guy is also giving into his lust and his passions in regards to being able to have access to these women, but yet you want this guy to be with you and you only, then guess what? That work is going to take a lot longer to manifest than a work. Whereas if you're living in a house with a guy and y'all may be arguing on a daily basis and you just really want that person and you to become closer, that work is going to manifest a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I even tell people in situations like that, please do not be arguing with the target. You know what I mean? A client messaged me today and was like, "Yo, it looks like things are turning around for the worse." And I said, "What did you say?" I told her, I immediately knew. I said, "What did you say?" I said, "You said something. You did something." "Oh, well, he was acting this way, he was acting that way," and I snapped on him. "Oh, okay. No wonder the work is taking a turn for the worse because you went down a path of negativity." Okay? Now, you're just being human. It's not your fault. You know what I mean? In a sense. But you got to have self control in these situations. You got to calm down. You have to trust in the spirits in which you have already hired to do a particular thing for you. So you don't have to do that. Okay? You already know that you already know that this guy's on the fence in regards to his relationship. He's young. He's dealing with a lot. He has a baby. He has this. He has that. He's trying to figure out, man, is this what I really want? Am I ready to settle down? This and that. He has people pulling on him in his life. There's a lot going on right now. So that individual needs a lot of energy from the spirit to be able to help influence him and push him in the direction in which you want him to go. Another client also called me today. She messaged me today earlier before that client and was like, "Yo, I give up. I do this. I give up. I give up." He's clearly shown me that he doesn't want to be with me. And the spirit showed me immediately that it was like, this woman is constantly pressuring this dude to be in a relationship with her. And he already knows she already knows what type of person that he is. If you already know that the dude is a hoe, don't be out here pressuring him to be monogamous if you choose to be with him. Let the spirit push him into being monogamous. Let the spirit show him why he needs to be monogamous with you. Don't try to keep pressuring the person by constantly, every time you talk to this person, it's like, "Oh, so what are we going to do? Are we going to be together? Are we going to be together? Are we going to be together? Are we going to be together?" All that's going to do is push that person away. So what you need to do is fall back, let the spirit work, and just basically observe the situation. You already know that the dude is out here fucking with other women, so ain't no need to get mad over that shit no more. Ain't no need to be arguing with him about that shit no more, especially when you done spent a lot of money to put spirits in play to influence him. Now, when you decide to start arguing with him and debating with him about relationships and stuff like that, now you have decided that you want to inflict your will. Now you want to do your will instead of allowing the spirit to do their will. And this is where y'all go wrong, and this is why y'all don't get results. Okay? So I'm telling you right now, if you find yourself doing that in a situation in which you have gotten spiritual work from me, you might as well go to the website right now and click that link in the description right now and go ahead and book and schedule the offering and sacrifice to put more energy into your work and more offerings into your work, because you are already working against the spirit that's trying to bring y'all together by constantly being taking things in your own hands. Because it's like, what's the purpose of paying a priest or a priestess to do spiritual work for you in order to bring a situation about if you're going to already take it into your own hands and try to make it happen on your own anyway? It don't make sense. If you're going to put something in the spirit hands, it's just like the Christians say, you got to let go and let God. You got to put it right there with the spirit, and then forget about that shit. Move on with your life. Observe that individual and see how he's moving, but at the same time, be doing you. Focus on what you need to do for yourself and things of that nature. And you'll notice that, man, like a thief in the night, the spirit will come through and perform a miracle in front of you that you wouldn't even know. You'd be like, man, all of a sudden I just started getting these texts from this guy about how he loves me, how he wants to be with me, and blah, blah, blah. I get these all the time, and y'all see me post them in the testimonials all the time. So I'm trying to tell y'all, in the effort of trying to make the clients more informed, I'm trying to tell y'all how these spirits work so that you can move with the spirit. Do not move against the spirit. If you move against the spirit, then you're not going to get results. I'm telling you. And the only people that do not get results from me are people who move against the spirit and they think that they can be dishonest and tell me, oh, I haven't been doing anything, when the spirit is clear to tell me, you know she lying, right? You know she be doing this, right? You know she be doing that, right? And I don't say nothing. I don't even, most of the time, I just started really saying shit today. I really don't be saying nothing when they be like, I haven't seen any results. But yeah, look at what you've been doing behind the scenes that you think that we don't know that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not finna sit there and argue with you and go back and forth with you and let you lie to me and all that, because you can't lie to the spirit. You can lie to me all day, but you can't lie to them. Because it's not no reason why the spirit is taking with this individual who decided that they was gonna just fall back and let shit happen, versus the individual who felt like, oh shit, it ain't moving fast enough for me. And every time they come in contact with the target, they want to confront the target and become and be confrontational with the target about what they want to manifest in a relationship. And like I said, all that does is pushes that individual farther and farther away. So this is the reason why y'all not getting results. This is the reason why y'all are not seeing shit manifest as fast as possible. You know what I'm saying? I got one client. This girl is fucking, I don't even understand. Like, her patience is like as big as a fucking gnat's dick. Like, her patience. Why does it take so long? Why does it take so long? And you and I can understand why the dude probably don't even want to be with her. Just by the way that she interacts with me, I can tell she get on his nerves. Cause she get on my nerves. Dead ass serious. Cause if I gotta keep telling you the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, then you probably doing that with the dude that you with. And if you doing that with the dude that you with, no wonder he don't want to be with you. No wonder he choosing shorty down the street who probably don't give him none of them issues, because you need to work on yourself. You cannot, even you, the client, can work against the spirit just by not being able to do the shadow work that you need to do to better yourself. You cannot be the same annoying, neurotic, emo ass woman that has drove this man away and think that you can still be like that just because you put a spirit on this dude. It don't work that way. You got to also change too. You can't have the same behavior, because if you have the same behavior, then for all intents and purposes, you working against the spirit. So I'm gonna tell y'all like this: if you're gonna get spiritual work done, be prepared to do that shadow work, because I will give you the tips to do the shadow work. I will give you the tips to be able to change to be the person that the spirits say that you need to be to make yourself attractive to this individual again. Because there's a reason why y'all broke up. If y'all was together in love, having sex, and having plans and so forth and so on, and then all of a sudden this individual just don't want to fuck with you no more, it's a good reason why. Y'all be acting like we stupid, like we can't see it. Now some of these other people out there, they may not know. But me, you can't fucking lie to me. If you tell me that you got down, you know what I'm saying, this person don't want to fuck with you no more, and I'm looking at you and I'm like, damn, this girl is beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why he don't want to fuck with you? It gotta be something else going on. You know what I mean? And then come to find out, you have all of these other issues that's going on that you're not really voicing on the phone with me, but behind the scenes when you're communicating with him, you're a totally different person. You know what I mean? You got to be honest with yourself, and you got to be honest with me. You know what I'm saying? Because you might as well tell me up front, look, I'm crazy as fuck. And I be doing this, and I be doing that, and I be doing this. Can you help him to like me in regard of how the way I be behaving? And is there anything that I need to do to change about myself so I can make myself more attractive to this person? Does the spirit say I need to do anything in particular that will make this person more attracted to me? And I'll tell you. I told a client the other day, she's talking about, well, I got work done from you. And she see me posting testimonials every day. Well, mine didn't work. I said, well, maybe the reason yours didn't work is because the same way that you acting towards me right now is the same way that you probably act towards dude, and he got tired of that shit. Don't nobody want no more. I don't give a fuck how pretty you are or how beautiful you are. If you got a nasty attitude, niggas gonna only take that shit for so long before they be like, you know what, I can get another pretty woman. But I ain't about to deal with this shit. This shit's stressful as fuck. We got a lot going on. The world is a crazy place today. The world getting weirder and weirder every day. The last thing we want to deal with is the motherfucking drama from some woman who ain't got her emotions and her mindset in order. That's the last shit that we want to motherfucking deal with. Especially when we dealing with a whole bunch of other shit in the world We trying to motherfucking, make moves and get goals accomplished and whatever it is that we trying to do. And then we got some woman pulling on our energy because she want all the motherfucking attention and all this other bullshit. I told a woman the other day when I was doing a reading for her, she was like, well, I said, she was like, well, is there something that we can do to make it so that he only looks at me and only is only attracted to me? I said, that is not a motherfucking reality. I said, listen to this. What if the same way he attracted to you, right? Because a lot of women be looking alike and they be having the same look, right? I said, here, you want him to only be attracted to you, right? So what happened? Fate has it that, okay, we put a spirit on him that makes him only have eyes for you. Then one day he's out at the grocery store and he see a woman that look just like you. Hair the same way, skin tone the same, body shape the same, lips may be the same, probably look a lot alike. He's going to find her attractive. That's just human nature. Okay? That's just human nature. Don't ask for shit that is an irreality. Y'all got to be practical and you have to motherfucking understand that people are going to be people. The only thing that you can do is influence that person or their environment in order to motivate them to do something that you want. That's the most you can do on a spiritual level. I got people that throw shit at me all the time trying to control my mind, trying to do all this crazy shit, control my aura, trying to make me do this, make me do that. But we gonna be people. And people have strong minds and people have strong spirits. You see? You can only influence a motherfucker as far as their mind is weak enough to be influenced. You see? So you got to work with the spirit. You got to be an extension of the very spirit that you are employing to put out there on that person. So if I tell you, look, we're going to work with Mama Chola, and I say, this is how Mama Chola's personality is. She like this, she like that. She really moved like this. She's sensual. She got this type of energy about her. And I need you to have the same energy when you're around him. So that the spirit that's on him, you are a reflection of that spirit. So he's like, while the spirit is influencing him to be attracted to this, and this, you actually are the image of what it is that he is motherfucking thinking about in his head. You have to work in alignment with the spirit. And by doing so, you're going to get results. I promise you. Because I'm not going to get into that. But yeah, you need to be in alignment with the spirit. I don't like to talk about myself or what I do because, I got enemies and shit and they try to use everything that I fucking say in these videos against me. So I don't want to talk about myself. But for the most part, you need to work in alignment with the spirit. You need to basically, and this is why I try to inform you clients as much as I possibly can when doing this spiritual work so that you understand. And if you understand, then you're not going to be asking me a whole bunch of erroneous ass questions on a day-to-day basis, taking up my time, expecting me to fucking respond to everything because you don't know. And I can't get mad at you or irritate at you because if you don't know, you don't know. But if you watch my videos like you say you do, then you should know. Because if I talk about it in a video, then you should know. And I'm telling you in this video, you have to be an actual expression and an embodiment of the energy in which we are employing in order to see the type of manifestation and results that you want to see as quick as possible. You can't ask Mama Chola to make your love life sweet and then you go back and still be a bitch to your guy. You can't, it's not going to work that way. It's just not going to work that way. It's just like with the sister that I'm doing work for now. I got to go back and give her offering to Chola because she done snapped on this dude. So now we got to go back and correct the energy again. Okay? So y'all need to be mindful. You need to be in control of your emotions. And you need to fall back and you need to observe and not be so obsessed and attached to the work and the person that you lose sight of what it is that you paid for to have done. All right? So I hope that was helpful. And I'm going to leave y'all with that. Peace.